going on? What's going on, everybody? Good morning. I decided to go live, get a little content channel. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm here at the job. Just getting everything ready for the morning. Getting everything ready for the morning. See who joins. See who feeds into my shenanigans this morning. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Who is it? Who's there? Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. What's going on? So, it's a nice, quiet morning here at Fallbrook. Nothing going on this morning, but I decided to do a little content. Get out here and do something. See what I can make. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's super, super quiet in Fallbrook today. Nothing really going on at all. Nice and quiet. Clean the camera a little bit foggy this morning in Fallbrook. Yesterday I got a notice from YouTube telling me that one of my videos cannot be played in Russia. Russia. I was like, what? What's that all about? Because of the music that was playing in the background. I guess somebody in Russia speaks English and took offense to it. But as you can see, there's not much going on today. Decided to go live so I could get some few more minutes on the channel. Anyways, sitting around watching other people's live streams last night, and decided that I needed to go live because I'm new to it. Try to get a little bit more experience at doing the live streaming. I'm pretty grateful for the subscribers that I have. Oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Make sure you highlight it so it's filled in white. That way, if I go live or if I post a video, you'll be able to see that thing right away. It'll notify you. But anyways, I'm just out here tonight taking care of business at my job, waiting on customers. This is the quiet time of the day. My boss called in, my first customer. My boss called in, told me he's going to be late. So I get a few extra hours. This is a Mission Road in Fallbrook. This is like the main road in Fallbrook. And as you can see, Fallbrook is pretty dead in the mornings. This town shuts down at about Seattle in the 70s. I left Seattle in the 80s or early 80s. And to me, it seemed like Seattle was a big, huge town, but As a matter of fact, there wasn't that many people in Seattle back then. I think the population of Seattle was like 500,000. But we always lived in Seattle proper. So to me, that was a big, huge city. Lots and lots going on. But in actuality, there wasn't. Pretty quiet place. Pretty quiet place. Seattle in the 70s and 80s. They had a lot of strange people running around. Hey, what's going on, brother? How are you today? I'm doing good. All right.
Thank you.
Need your receipt?
No.
All right. Have a good one. Take care. Somebody in the chat, give me some feed so I can have something to feed on. Right now, I'm just like shooting willy-nilly from the hip. I need some feedback. I need somebody to chat with me so I can pick a topic. Who's in here? Give me a shout out. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat with me? No one? Nobody's gonna say anything? Come on now, I need some feedback. I'm brand new to this. I need something to feed off of. Or else I just have to talk out the side of my neck. West Side Accountability, I'm blank. Well, so am I. Lewis, what's up, Lewis? What is going on, man? Hey, Lewis, what kind of BMW do you have? Do you drive a Beamer, Lewis? An X5, a 328i. I had a fire engine red 1988 325S, man. I love that little car. When I bought the car, I took it back to the dealership. I was like, hey man, there's something wrong with this car. The guys at the dealership are like, what do you mean there's something wrong with the car? I said, listen, the car doesn't go. And they were like, oh, hey man, that's not that kind of car. I was like, what? They go, that's not that kind of car. They said, take it out and drive it to Alpine. Because I was living in El Cajon, California. They said, drive it to Alpine and back. And then come back tomorrow and tell us what you think. I was like, all right. So I took that little car out, man, and I don't know, I was going, maybe when I got to about 70, 75, the car just morphed, and then it was gone, man. I looked down to the speedometer, I was doing like 130. I was like, oh shit, let me get off this motherfucker before I get pulled over, because the car was fire engine red, and it had dip chrome wheels, so I just knew that, you know, a cop would immediately hem me up because I was driving so fast in that little car. And that's when I came to appreciate BMWs. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, now I understand. They were all like, what the fuck? I came back, I was all smiles, man. The guys at the dealership just started laughing at me. I was like, whoa, man, this thing is cool. They were like, yeah, now you know what it's all about. I was like, yeah, now I do. About 3 weeks ago, this guy pulled up in here to my job. He was driving a 850 CSI. It was white. And I was sitting inside, and I look outside, and I seen the car sitting out there. And something struck me about the car. I was like, something's not right. And then it hit me. I had not seen an 850 CSI on the road since probably the early 2000s. So I walked out there. And the reason why the car got attention is because it was in original. How long have you had this car? And he's like, oh, I've had it since 1997. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I bought it in 1997. I go, how many miles does it have on it? He goes, it has 54,000 miles. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. He goes, bro, I only drive this car about 12 times a year. He had Washington plates on that car. He drove that car down here to San Diego from Seattle, Washington. I was like, holy shit. The car was absolutely pristine. Not a scratch on it. It looked brand new. Tom Cruise bought 850 CSI for Nicole Kidman, and they put it up for auction. And the starting bid on that car. Hey, what's going on? Juan Carlos, what's going on? He put that car up for. They put their 850 CSI up for auction, and the starting bid on that car was $45,000. Last year, 850 CSIs went up in value $35,000. Think about that. That's fucking crazy. $35,000 in 1 year. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that was BMW's very first supercar, because that was the same year that Mercedes came out with the CLK GTRs, and you know that's a badass car also. So BMW was trying to get into that market. So you know that V10 was boss. Somebody was telling me that they came with a V12. Is that true? I thought it only came with a V10 and a V8. Do you know? I take it that means you don't. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, brother? Chilling out? Are you working today? Don't work on Saturdays? Unlike me?
I mean, I get some calls once in a while.
It did come with the V12. Wow.
What was that?
850 CSIs.
What is it?
It's a BMW. It was BMW's very first supercar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came out in '97. They came out to compete against the Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that was BMW's very first supercar. Is that the first year for the, was it 97 also the first year for the M cars? I believe it was. I think the 850 CSIs were the first M cars.
I think it was.
Car. Correct? Was it the 850 CSI the first M car? On YouTube.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I got my own. Are you still there, brother? Do you have the facts on that? Are you taking off? You out of here?
Do you have any? Wait a minute. Do you have any crazies last night?
Toyota man. M1 watch. Oh, really? M Series launched in '71, so you learned something new. I thought the M Series started in the '90s with that 850 CSI. What were you saying, brother?
Do you have any crazies tonight?
No, everybody's been behaved tonight.
No, one crazy.
No, everybody's been good to go. This is my friend. I'm not going to show him though. He might not want to be on YouTube. for prosperity.
How about drunks? Did you have any drunks?
No, I had a nice quiet night. I'm happy, man. I'm stoked.
That's not normal for a Friday, is it?
No. Toyota gang. So, have you seen that new the new 86s, the 2023 86?
No.
That is a dope ass car. This guy pulled up in here. He said he waited 3 months for his. It was a blue. It was gorgeous.
Is that a Beamer?
No, it's Toyota 86.
Nice. What does it look like?
It's a coupe. It's a little race car. They're small. They're pretty. They're like one of Toyota's best kept secrets. They came out with 3 variants. They had the Subaru BRZ, then they had the Scion.
Did Nissan have that? What's that one? That flight line? What do they call it? Can't even get it here.
Oh, the Skyline.
Skyline.
Yeah.
They're badass.
Yeah.
But you can't even get them.
No, you can't get them in the States. It costs too much money to get it upgraded.
I had a dealer that had 2 of them, and he got fucking big trouble. Had to ship them back to Japan.
Yeah, because you have to modify them and get them street legal in the States. No, I didn't know that they were using Tacomas in Iraq. Somebody just said that they were using Toyotas in Iraq, the military. Were the contractors using those Toyotas also? I'm sure they were.
They use Hummers, so.
I'm sure Blackwater was using those Tacomas also. I better go.
I'd rather have a Hummer than
Right? The first Hummers were legit. Got a customer. Toyota Tacoma. I tell you, those new pickup trucks, man. Those things are big now. Those Japanese pickup trucks are huge. I seen one on the road. That sucker was enormous. I was like, holy crap! Look at the size of this thing. What's going on, man? How are you today? I am all right. I am all right.
Get 20 on 10.
20 on 10. 10. Pretty good. 20. Hey, there we go. 23, 16, 25. Going to work?
Yeah. I'm already late. I was supposed to be there at 5. $1.84.
There you go, brother.
Thank you.
Have a great day, man.
Too.
Whew. So what's everybody up to today? Mini trucks, right? We remember when those Japanese trucks first came out, they were small. They weren't very big at all. Now those suckers are huge. Those Tundras are ginormous. Again, I seen a Tundra on the road and I was stunned at how big that Tundra was. It was quite big. This light is blinding everything. That Tundra was pretty sizable. Try to get that glare. Still in there a little bit. I apologize for the lighting, y'all. I'm still this is only like my 4th live stream with YouTube, so you got to bear with me. What do you think of those new Tundras? Those things are freaking huge now, man. I need one of those big giant, I need a 100-foot selfie stick. Every time I see myself on the screen, I'm like, oh my God, brother, you are old and ugly. I'm an old ugly sucker. That's freaking hilarious. Old ugly joker. Do you like those new Tundras? No comment. I take that as a no. A V6 in a full-size truck. Right. I tend to agree with you. If you're gonna have a utility truck, you want to go with the power. You want to go with that V8 or V10. But you know, those V10 trucks cost a lot of money. You know, and and we're talking about, well, I don't know how efficient they are. They're probably pretty efficient. But right, not even diesel. Yeah, you want that Cummins, or you want that truck for what it was designed for. Having a truck and you can't use it for utility, I don't know. It kind of defeats the purpose of having a truck. Kind of defeats the purpose of the truck. You want to be able to have that option. Silverado 4-cylinder. Yeah, man, a 4-cylinder motor, man. Shit. 4-cylinder motor on the truck. That means your maximum load capability was probably limited to about 2,000, maybe 4,000 pounds tops. And that's probably just what you could put around in the bed. You probably tow option on that was probably super small, probably 2,000 pounds tops. The tow option on a 4-cylinder, it's got to be low. The gear ratio on a 4-cylinder truck would have to be, it wouldn't have a very good top end, that's for sure. It'd probably only be able to go about 65, 70 miles an hour in order to have that power at the low end. A 4-cylinder will give you power at the low end. No, absolutely not. You know, when I joined the military, they still had those old World War II Jeeps running around. And you know, those Jeeps were all 4-cylinders, but I'm here to tell you, bro, those things were freaking legit. Those things could freaking go. They weren't that fast, but as far as going off-road and, you know, towing shit around, those things were pretty legit. And those, you know, those things had 4-cylinders. But the gearing on those was all low end. Those things would climb up a mountain like a billy goat. Go right up a mountain. Yeah, those Willie Jeeps were the shit, bro. When I went to off-roading school in Yuma, Arizona, and we were taking those Jeeps places that you had absolutely no business driving. I was like, where are we going? We're going up that hill right there. Some of those hills were like this. And we would go up those hills, and it literally felt like the Jeep was gonna flip over backwards. That's how steep those hills were. And those suckers would go up those hills like a boss, no problem. We used to call them the billy goats. And then, you know, they would also use those things to tow. They didn't tow a lot of weight, but they had trailers for them. Hey, what's going on?
Just match something?
Huh?
Just match something.
Yeah, I don't have any left.
No.
Sorry, brother. Yeah, that's what I learned how to drive on, was an old Jeep, World War II Jeep. When I joined the military, I didn't know how to drive. I had no driver's license. I joined the Marine Corps when I was 17. What's up, man? How are you today? I'm doing good. What's that? Yeah, no, he told me he's gonna be late today, so
Really?
I get to hang out a little while.
56 and number 2.
Pump 2, all right.
Thank you.
Have an outstanding day.
So, man.
$56. So as you can see, I'm here at work.
Hey, can you see your light real quick? Thank you. Oh, cigarette?
Cancel. Oh, here you go.
I'll put it right on top where your cup is at, right?
That's fine. Thank you, brother. Why is it? Wow, man. Oh, I know why. Yeah, when I joined the military, I was 17. In Seattle, you don't need a driver's license to get around. You don't have to have it's not necessary to drive in the city of Seattle. You can go from the north end of Seattle all the way down to freaking Kent and Auburn with and big old giant 5-ton trucks. Hey, what's going on? So it was pretty interesting. How are you today?
Doing good.
To work?
I actually just got off do night shift.
Damn job. Working nights, man.
And it kind of works. I'm a night owl.
I like working nights.
Yeah.
That's where you meet all the interesting people. All the interesting people are out at night.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to stay up until like noon-ish, get some daylight.
Right, I usually try to hit the rack around between 1:30 and 2:30. It rarely happens though. On a good day, I get about 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, it's just people are out doing their thing during the day, and sometimes they make a lot of racket.
Oh, yeah.
free. Sometimes they make a lot of racket when they're out there doing their thing. Freaking fire trucks. I'm right over there by the fire station. That sucker's going all day long.
The only one I hear is the barbecue place.
No, I live down on the other end of town. I'm like a block away from that fire. This place has more freaking fire engine calls than I'm like, this little tiny town.
Yeah.
There might be 30,000 people in this town. And every day the fire trucks are running 5-6 times a day.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny. I live over there by those retirement homes. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So they always need to have calls over there to those places.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate
Take care, brother. Have a great day.
How you doing?
What's up, man?
You got some quarters for the air machine.
I'll turn it on for you, brother. Just go ahead. When you get back there, just make sure you push the button.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great day. Thanks for being in here. Those that are in here, I appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell notification. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being here with me this morning. It's a tall order to have somebody go on a live stream at freaking 5:10 in the morning. So if you're here with me, I appreciate it. It's foggy out here today in Fallbrook. It's foggy outside. It's actually starting to get a little wet. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Those freaking Jeeps were the bomb. I had an aunt, she had a tractor. So, you know, when I was a kid, we would go out and tool around on that fucking tractor. That tractor, this tractor was no joke, man. All it was a frame, an engine, and a seat. That was it. If you were to see that tractor, you wouldn't even thought it ran. That's how old and how raggedy it was. But it still worked perfectly fine. We would go out there and pull stumps and do all kind of crazy stuff with that tractor. That tractor was well engineered, well built. And we used it for everything that we needed to do on her property. She sat on 10 acres of land, Warehouser. She had 10 acres butted up next to Warehouser property. So she had access to over 1,000 acres of forest land. And, you know, we're talking about Washington State, so there's cougars and bears and wolves and freaking coyotes and foxes and all that shit. So when she first moved out on that property, those animals used to kill her livestock. So she had to go out and get some, she went out and got a pair of dogs. Doberman Pinschers, brother and sister, Dobies. We'd be out there in all hours of the day and night. You could hear those dogs out there messing with some kind of animal. Once she got those Doberman Pinschers, her livestock quit getting killed by the wild animals. She went and got those 2 dogs. Those dogs were legit. Those were some badass dogs. Brother and sister, tag team. What's going on, brother? What's going on? How are you? She lives so far out in the middle of nowhere, you had to drive 5 miles just to get to her mailbox. It was like, could you live any further off the beaten path? One year she tricked us. She was like, hey, why don't you and your brother come up here and spend the summer with me? I was like, all right. So we went up there. Oh my God, she put us to work, man. We were building fences, clearing land, tearing out tree stumps, milking cows, all kind of crazy stuff. I was like, what the hell? Riding horses, river rafting. It was the best summer of my life. She had a cat that could swim. The cat would jump in the river. We'd be out on the river in the raft, and the cat would be walking along the shoreline, And then if we got to a part of the river where the water was not running that rapidly, the cat would come and swim out to the raft and come join us on the raft. It was a house cat. It was not afraid of going in the water. And believe it or not, cats can swim pretty well. That cat can swim like a boss. It was a very good swimmer. Oh my gosh. What do you guys got going on today? Somebody talk to me. What you got planned for today? Guess I'm on delay. All right. Again, it's freaking raining. It's starting to rain. I don't know if it's like this up in LA, but it's getting pretty misty out here. Starting to get some water to accumulate on the ground. There'll probably be some car accidents today. People don't know how to drive in the water down here. Driving around on bald tires. We usually have several car accidents here in town when it starts raining. Didn't fall asleep, did you? You're not out, are you? Lewis. Wake up, Lewis. Wake up, sucker. Don't be like Chingaderas. Fall asleep with you. Chingaderas falling asleep on his live feeds. It's classic. On his live streams. Brother's out, snoring. Like a grizzly bear. I'll probably ride out this live feed until my battery dies. I started it with the battery only at like 40%. See how many minutes I get. I was using Prism, and that Prism, man, holy smokes. It consumes a lot of battery, and I had a bad time delay when I was using Prism. It's like a 1 minute time delay. Before it showed up on YouTube. I'm making coffee. Check that out. This thing makes I don't know how many cups it makes, but it's one of those commercial coffee makers. I don't know how much this holds. It looks like it holds a gallon, maybe. Still make I get the morning coffee made, and then I think around 11 or so they have to make more. Oh my gosh. Whew. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Got that done. I'm the one responsible for making tidy for the morning. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person that cares about how this place looks. Oh, so now you get to watch me clean. On Saturdays, I get relieved by the manager. So I always want to make sure that the place looks decent. Oh no, what's going on? There we go. Oh, forgot something. Sell lottery tickets, scratchers. People come in here asking me which scratchers to buy. I tell them don't buy any. Leave them alone. Nobody wins. Nobody wins on that stuff. I have people come in here, they drop their entire paychecks on that. I'm like, oh my God. And the people that come in here spend the most money on these scratchers are the people that don't have any money. They got jobs where they're not making that much money. And they come in here and they spend all their money on the scratchers. Some people come in here and they put their whole entire paycheck on the scratchers. It's insane. I have people come in here, they'll put 60, 70, 80, 100, 150 a night on scratchers. And they work at fast food restaurants. And I'm like, oh my God. How can you afford to put gas in your car and you're buying scratchers? Sometimes people come in, they spend more money on scratchers than they do on gas for their cars. Now I'm going to get a notification from eBay. You can't talk bad about the California lottery on your YouTube. I'm going to get a notice from the state. Quit talking bad about the lottery. Oh man. Check this out. We got one of those old school theaters in town. The ones with the neon lights and all that. And this is what they got going on. This is what they got going on. It's called the Mission Theater. It's on Main Street. I don't even know. I've never been in it. I've been in this. I am doing all right. It's wet outside. I don't like it. Looks like it's getting ready to try to rain. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Going to work? Trabajar hoy?
Sí, mucho trabajo.
Aquí en Fallbrook o
Sí, en Pueblo.
¿dónde?
Aquí por un lado del parque,
Sí.
a poner tallos de la alberca. De full.
Bueno. ¿Cuánto?
Todo el
¿8?
día, todo el día.
Sí.
Maybe las 5,
¿Cuántos días? 5 o 6?
5
5.
horas. Digo, hasta las 5. O de trabajo. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado. Todo.
Sí.
Mucho trabajo. A mí me gusta mucho trabajo.
Es exacto por mí. Muchas horas aquí.
Muchas horas. ¿O muchas horas aquí?
Sí. Muchas horas, muchos días.
Pero maybe no mucho money.
Un día solamente. Descanso.
Ese es bueno. Ese es bueno un día.
¿Solamente?
Solo.
Está bien.
Ok. Thank you, man.
Buen día.
Thank you igualmente.
Oh my gosh. A gringo that speaks Spanish. When I first started here, it used to mess them up. They're like, hey, this fool speaks Spanish. What's going on? Freaking hilarious. Oh my gosh. Whew, man. Nobody's joining. Nobody. Everybody's asleep. Everybody's hungover, passed out from their partying. Nobody's up right now. How many minutes have been on now? 43 minutes. How much? Let me see how much. I need to see how much battery I got. I have 29%. I'm gonna end this now. Let my phone charge up. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Those that have stuck around, I truly appreciate it. Thank you for joining me on my Saturday morning. Have an outstanding Saturday. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification. Make sure you highlight it so you can get notified when I go live or when I post a video. Thank you so much for joining me, and have an outstanding day. This is North County Media. I am out. Have a great day. Take care. Enjoy.